Well, hello, I'm Aaron Bowman, W4ARB. I'm about to do a Parks on the Air activation here in Tuskegee National Forest this morning. But before I do, I wanted to do a quick video on a field kit that I put together about a week ago. And we just went to Dauphin Island. It's a wonderful beach community that we go to for vacation pretty much every year. And I put together a kit around the Icom IC-705 to take with me that was a really good complete kit, I feel like. And just want to kind of share that and show what I carried, and just hopefully give you some ideas on how to put together a complete field kit to take with you on vacation or just every day. But I'm constantly swapping around my radios and bags and antenna kits and everything, since I'm operating the field so much. But I still have this one together after being back a few days, which I guess shows that I really like this particular kit layout. So let me grab it here. So this is the Icom bag. The Icom, what is it, the LC, I don't remember. I'll have to put in the description what it is. But it's the Icom backpack for the Icom 705. Now I'll say right out of the gate, I think that this bag is too expensive. I don't think I would pay the full retail price for it, but this came with my Icom 705. I bought it used. It came with the backpack, hence why I have it. You can find these used quite often. I've seen them on QRZ or different places, just the backpack by itself used. So if you're interested in one, I guess you could get one that way. But I think you can take this same philosophy and translate it to cheaper bags that are just as good. For the price of this bag, you can go get you a Tom Ben or something like that. But I mean, you can also just roll with a good old low pro camera backpack off of Amazon. I mean, there's a million options, so I'm not really gonna say that this is the backpack for this. But anyway, let's get into how I packed for going on vacation and taking my Icom 705. Just let you see for yourself the way that I pack it out. Alright, so what I packed to take with us on vacation. In my Icom backpack on this side, this is the entire Chelegance MC-750. So I've got the telescoping whip, the little arm. Here I've got the ground spike. I've already got a BNC adapter on it, since I'm using BNC Coax. And then I also am carrying the tripod, just because you never know what the setup is going to be, or your location for setting up is going to be when you're on vacation. So I did end up using the tripod actually on the deck of the place that we stayed, and it worked all right. I prefer the ground spike, so that's what I used. I did a Parks on the Air activation while I was there. So I do prefer the ground spike over the tripod, but the tripod's handy to have in case you're somewhere you can't use a ground spike. Over here on this side, I have a 511 tactical, just a, I don't know what it's called, small admin pouch or something. And in here, I've got my energy cube, so use this for charging devices primarily. But I can also run my Icom 705 off of this with a PD trigger cable, which I have one in here. So if I need to run it off of this battery, if the internal battery on the 705 gets low, I can do that. I've also got the various charging cables and such for all of my devices. So then I've got the Leatherman Skeletal clipped onto the outside here. I always carry this with me. Also note that I have the kit for the Skeletal, or for all the Leatherman tools that use these little bits. That's got all of the different bits that Leatherman has, and that's in a little accessory bag up here in case I need them. So it's got Allen keys and all kinds of screwdrivers. I can fix anything I can really fix in the field, I can fix with that. So up here in this top section, this is in this backpack where the 705 is supposed to go. I have a Windcamp cage on mine. It doesn't fit in here. So I use this. I've got my Elecraft T1 tuner. Now I'm using the MC-705, right? Why do I bring a tuner? Well, when you're on vacation or you're going somewhere and you don't really know what to expect, you might run into a time where you can't get an antenna to tune lower than 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1. And in those scenarios, it's really handy to just have a tuner with you. I have a T1. You could also use a TU10 or any number of other options. I know these can be kind of hard to find, but it's a great tuner. Then I've got the power brick here for charging things. This has like the IC-705 microphone, other random cables and such. And then I have my spare piece of coax. This is just RG316. This is just my spare. And I also carry in here, this is a AHW100RX. This is a telescopic antenna that really is intended to be a receiving antenna for, you know, shortwave radio scanners, those kinds of things. And I like to carry this with me. It actually does get pretty low SWR on 2 meters and 440, but what I like about it is it's got this fold over section here, so I can actually put this on the 705 like that, telescope it out, and listen to the radio or whatever else. I can also get on 2 meters and 440 with this antenna. It takes a little bit of adjustment, but it does actually tune up. So I don't use VHF, UHF very often, so that's plenty good for me. But I always keep that with me when I carry my 705. You never know. So let me put all this back in. And we'll get out. Open the main compartment here. See if I can not have everything fall out when I open this. Okay. So in my main compartment, I've got the charger for my 705 here. This is just what I normally use, just a little power brick, and then a micro USB cable here for charging the 705. I have a touch paddle here. This is really my backup, so I like to keep this with me in case something goes wrong and I need to use another CW paddle. I have that one. Up here in this top part, I've got a little accessory pouch with my CW key, logbook, and a couple of 3.5 millimeter cables for the key. Then I've got my radial bunch for the MC-705 here. I've got the 40 meter coil for the MC-705, 80 meter coil for the MC-705. I've got, I think, 25 feet of ABR Coax with a red sheath on it. So, love this coax. And then I've got my Elgin earbuds. Always good, especially if you're operating on the beach. Pretty much impossible to operate without earbuds. And then, of course, the main attraction here in the bottom is the Icom 705 in the Windcamp cage, also with this nice screen protector thing on it as well. So that's what I carried with me going to the beach. I feel like it's a pretty good complete setup. It allows me to set up in pretty much any scenario where I can set up an antenna that's 17 feet tall, of course. And yeah, really enjoyed operating a little bit from the island. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop a comment. Be happy to talk and answer any questions you might have. Happy to hear about how you pack your IC-705. Alright, I'm about to get everything set up here and start a Parks on the Air activation, so go on over to that video if you want to watch the rest in 73.